Hello, everyone. Uh, Good afternoon to the home who are in the Worcester area, and I think some of you from many parts of the world. At least I know Punavit is from Thailand, I guess, so it should be midnight over there. Anyway, welcome. It's uh, Business Analytics 5573. Uh, the course, official name is Visual Analytics and Business Intelligence. And I'm more than happy to be your instructor in this course. So I think some of you used to be my student in other courses. Basically, in this course, you get a very good idea about the general analytics techniques, especially visual analytics, but I covered everything from descriptive analytics up to decision making part. Definitely some previous knowledge could help, but you don't necessarily need to know programming. But again, if you have those knowledge, you can use in this class. So in this class, for example, in visualization part, I use Tableau, but if you want to do visualization using Python, you are more than welcome to do that. You don't have to stick with the tool that I present in this class. But these are the most common tools, and people use it around the world. For decision-making part, even descriptive part, you still can use Python if you want to do, but for machine learning, for example, I use Nine, which is an open source software, and I teach that, but again, as I said, you are not limited to the certain tools that I use in this class. I hope you could access to the syllabus. Let me share the syllabus with you. Okay. So I should change the code. It used to be MIS 5573, but now it changed to BAM 5573, but similar courses. You can see my contact information. You can either text me or my cell phone number, email me, and also similar to my other courses, we have a GroupMe chat room. Is another way that you can collaborate or contact with me and your other friends. Basically, in that chat room that you get the link sooner or late, hopefully by the end of tomorrow or the last day, or at most by the end of this week. Basically, in GroupMe, you post your questions, and even I give you some announcements, some or other information or something to extra to read. Using that chat room is really helpful because most likely your problem would be your other friends' problems. So you guys can easily help each other, and you might know heard from your friends that I have so many extra credits. These are collaborating with your friends and helping them over that chat room accounts for your extra credit. So again, at the end of semester, I believe most of you in second want all of the class get A, but we should be fair for everyone. So one of the ways that you might boost your GPA, or especially in my classes, being very active in the group chat room and trying to help your friends. By helping your friends, also you learn by yourself. So it actually helps yourself to learn better. So my office hours is 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Tuesday, but I know you are from different parts of the world, so it may or may not work for you. So you can just shoot me an email, and we can arrange a specific office hours for you. So no worries if this office hours doesn't work for you. Also, class meet is Monday and Wednesday from 4:15 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. And I look at the registration. I think there is just 20 students in the class, and I know just few of you are not in the US, so I think all of you can attend in-person sessions, but the classes are hybrid, which means from Wednesday I go to the class, I teach, and at the same time I do synchronous sessions. Synchronous sessions means you can use Zoom and just listen to the class, and even, let's say, like Punavit, I hope I pronounce your name right. If I'm making any mistake, please let me know. So, for example, he's in Thailand, and this hours doesn't work for him, so he can do the asynchronous session. Basically, I upload the video, and I will upload the videos, and you can later watch them. And if you have any questions, you can either contact me or group me, email me, or any other ways that is more convenient for you. Also, we are trying to hire a TA, so hopefully by end of this week, your syllabus would be complete. So you see that, hopefully you would see the TA information, and you can contact him or her for further assistance. So I just talk about a couple of ways that you can, some ways that you can communicate with me and be active in the class. One way was through the email, office hours. Another way, if you look at your Moodle, let me bring it. Okay, I hope you can see the Moodle. So if you go to announcements, I try to post every news in this announcement, and also email you, and you put in the GroupMe chat, but everything is in the announcement. If you miss GroupMe chat or the emails, you can comment here. For example, for today, I put the Zoom session information. For Wednesday, you see the second Zoom information here. So if you miss an email, like today, for example, even yesterday when I look at the class, I just saw like 7 students in the class. I'm not sure what was the reason, but now it's like 20. I'm not sure if it goes up more or not, but I think not all of you got my email about the Zoom meeting, so some of you just contacted me about the Zoom link. But for the next sessions, if for any reason you missed an email, you can find Zoom meeting information over this announcement part. In addition, for the attendance, I put a SurveyMonkey link here. You can copy and paste in your Explorer and just answer about your attendance preference. If the number of students won't increase, I think all of you can attend the class, because the class capacity is 20. And it's actually much more than 20, but because of COVID-19, we should follow certain healthcare measures. So they shrink the class capacity to 20 to be safe for everyone. So let's see, but if number of students would increase, I should limit your attendance. For example, let's say 25 students wants to be in-person sessions. I cannot let more than 20. So I every time randomly pick 20 and let them to attend. So if I go to the SurveyMonkey link, so you can either select Monday, Wednesday, or both, or you might say you want to attend the online session. So in case you are already decided to be in the online session format for whole the semester, or you might change your idea, maybe at the middle of semester, you might have some health concern or any issue. I want to know what is your preference, even from beginning or the mid-semester. Do you want to go to asynchronous or synchronous? Synchronous means, like right now, we are in the synchronous version, but if you miss today's Zoom, you can later post the YouTube link, and you can just watch everything YouTube. So that would be asynchronous. And also please provide your name, Clark email, and use the Clark email, not any general commercial email. So I can find your information, because some of you use nicknames and like general email. It's hard for me to just see whom is for whom session. But again, if number of students would be same, probably there's no limitation for your in-person sessions. But let's see. I mean, again, today I was not sure how many of you want to be in-person sessions. So for today, I made it completely online, the synchronous and asynchronous for people who cannot attend. So, but from Wednesday, I have an idea that how many of you can and want to attend in-person sessions. So from Wednesday, the people who wants to attend in my classes, they can just come to 231 in Carson Hall, and we go from there. And please consider healthcare measures. I mean, where you should wear mask and be cautious. I mean, your health is very important. And I'm telling you a story. I used to be a student in Auburn University. And last week they made a test for the students, and 200 of them had COVID-19. So, but here the health measure is much better, quality is much better. And I haven't heard any student, especially in the School of Management, got the COVID-19. I hope if I have the right information, but in Auburn University, I mean, they didn't pay attention that much, so 200 students got COVID. And they are not bad, actually. They are young, healthy people. They are in good shape, but 200 is a scary figure. So please take it seriously. I mean, we are in a very weird circumstances. Nobody had this experience before. And if we just do good things, hopefully the vaccination would come too. So I want to see you in person. I missed the students, and hopefully we would get back to the normal situation soon. But it needs some patience, and just you need to follow some certain health measures. Okay, any questions so far? Let me just wait a little bit. So I talk about GroupMe chat rooms. You will receive an invitation email sooner or later. Please say yes and be a part of chat room. But it's not available at this point because for some reason I didn't have all of students' information. Again, yesterday I just had 7 students. Now it's 20. So I just wait to see what is the actual number of students. So if there is no question, let me just open your syllabus. So this is a 1-unit course. I think it's still equivalent to 4 semester credit hours. And basically in this course, you will learn some general and very useful tools for analyzing the business status and provide a smart solution for making effective decision for operation. Basically, you learn some tools to first find the problem, find the root of those problems, why there's certain issues or problems, and using your data, you need to provide some solution. What I mean, let's say you work in the healthcare section, which is a hot topic right now because of COVID-19, and you want to see why, like in some certain, why in a certain part of the US there is much more COVID-19 cases or more death. So the issue is COVID-19 and deaths in some certain places. There are, I mean, the issues in some certain places like Auburn University that I just said, why there's 200 cases. So this is the issue. So you learn some tools like Python, R, 9, Excel. You use those tools which I teach you. I mean, and again, if you remember those Python or programming, that much more helpful. You investigate those problems, find the reasons, and you can provide some insights. For example, you might say that based on your machine learning algorithm, you might see that people who use public transportation, they got COVID-19 much more than others. And if it's the case, I don't say it's the actual case or actual reason, I would recommend Auburn University that just cancel public transportation in dorms and ask people to use bicycle or just walk. It might be healthy, cheaper, and they don't get COVID-19. I don't say the reason, I'm just saying that these are the ways that you can find the root of the problems and try to solve it. Or I don't say eliminate the public transportation, maybe whatever, maybe decrease the number of students in the buses. Because, I mean, Auburn University is a college town, it's different from Boston or Worcester, that's a very small town. So the public transportation is provided by university and not the city. So it's kind of a different situation. So look at this figure. In this figure, you can understand the distribution of the materials and the tools that you use to learn this class. Some tools have underlines or underscore, means I teach those tools, but you're not limited to those tools. For example, descriptive, you want to have general descriptive statistics about the current situation. I teach you how to work with Tableau, but if you had my classes, you can use Python and R. In predictive section, we want to predict some certain outcomes or finding the factors that are associated to an outcome. For example, again, if I go back to COVID-19, maybe you can predict if someone has a COVID-19 or not, or what is the chance of having COVID-19 or not. But you don't want to actually predict. You want to find the factors associated to that outcome, which is getting COVID-19. Or you want to predict the chance of survival if somebody is hospitalized, and the factors might be age, health concern, BMI, or other characteristics. That's situation you want to actually predict the chance. Basically, in the predictive part, we either predict the outcome or find the factors that are associated to that outcome. I mean, my details might be a little overwhelming for you, but no worries. I mean, when we go to those sections, I teach you how to do and to work with. And the last one is prescriptive. It might be much newer for you. I teach you Lingo and Excel frontline, but there's other tools that you can learn. In the prescriptive, basically, we want to find the most efficient way to do something. For example, let's say you have a business and you want to have certain, you want to do manufacturing and produce some certain tools, how you can minimize your cost. Basically, you prescribe a specific solution for getting some outcomes. The course goals, let me just read. Understand and present the business status, use data for identifying business problems. use data analytics tools for supporting a decision-making process, learning skills and tools for solving business problems, and translate subjective idea to objective business solution. Professionally communicate the solution through analytical reports, oral presentation, and written reports. In the goal number 6, you need to have some certain, you will have some certain assignment about how to write a good analytical report, and also you have an oral presentation and written reports at the end of the semester. So you need to do some practice. For analytical reports, you learn some, you can use your descriptive knowledge to make some visualization, which will be really helpful to include in your reports. Prerequisite. I'm not sure if the code IDs change. I will check with our department, but basically manage your information system, database management system, and general programming skills, and cloud-based information systems. I don't say they're necessary, but having some knowledge is really helpful. Materials. I mean, I put the information of the textbook. This is written by Professor Sharda from Oklahoma State University. It's really good tools, give you good insights about the chapters that I will teach you. And I assigned some reading from chapters of this book, so please buy this book. And I mean, you have like a couple of weeks to purchase this book, so what is you need to or you can rent it. I mean, I think, I'm not sure about other countries, but in the US you can rent a book and just return it at the end of the semester. Main topics again: descriptive analytics, visualization, dashboards. Dashboard visualization is the same domain: predictive analytics, prescriptive analytics, and linear programming. And again, I teach them, and no worries if they sound confusing for you. Evaluation. So 5% is coming from class participation. It's based on how active you are in the class discussions, in the group chat room, or if you're in the asynchronous format, I assign some assignments and I consider as your participation. We have quiz, assignment, term project, final exam, and the total accounts for 100%. So any questions so far? Just wait 1 minute if you have any questions. It means somebody posted something. Okay. So.
Hi, Professor. I have a question.
Sure.
If I have some basic knowledge about programming, is it difficult for me to pass this course, or? Yeah.
I mean, some programming knowledge is definitely helpful for you. But look at here, in this diagram, I put the tools that I will teach you. So for example, in descriptive, so I teach you how to work with the Tableau. So if you know Python and R, you can use your tool. In the predictive, I teach you 9. I don't teach Python and R, but if you have the knowledge, it's helpful. And same is prescriptive section. So in all of them, I teach you the software that is required. So no worries if you never had any experience in Python or you already forgot what I taught you in the last year.
Okay, thank you.
And if you have questions, you can just use your microphone or your camera and ask the questions. You don't have to just text me. So again, we have, same as other courses, we have lectures, assignments, extra credits. So I randomly assign some extra credit. And again, at the end of semester, I think all of your instructor wants to get A, but we should be fair for everyone. And I mean, the people, if you want to have some increase in your final grades or GPA, you need to have some extra credit. So, but hopefully you don't need it and get A. So, okay, we have 3 project deliveries. basically project proposal. And in project proposal, which you have almost 1 month, you need to find an issue that you want to use analytic tools to resolve it. I just talked about COVID-19. It might be you want to minimize costs in a manufacturing plant, or maybe you want to predict something. Basically, you need to find some valuable problems that you have data. So again, if you don't have data, you cannot do anything. So you have 1 month to find a business issue that you have access to the data. Maybe you can predict the stock market. That's totally okay. For example, or predict the Bitcoin price, or any problems that either related to prediction or optimization. Optimization, I mean minimizing costs or increasing the benefits or maximizing the benefits. So, and I provide some further information later, but basically in the proposal, you need to propose a problem that you have access to the data. So in second delivery, you need to do some introduction, basically literature review. You can use internet, or read papers and summarize the reviews, what other people did. For example, if there's a COVID-19 prediction, you can just go to Google Scholar and read the papers that people did, how they worked. Or you can use like Elsevier or other scientific resources. You need to provide research questions. What questions you have? For example, you want to predict a stock market tomorrow, or you want to make a transportation plan for your business, or any problems that comes from your mind. And also you need to do descriptive statistics and visualization. You learn both, but what I mean, for example, some general mean, median of your factors. You visualize the data that you have. For example, let's say you want to predict COVID-19, maybe you can make a map of COVID-19 in like Boston or Massachusetts or the whole United States. And the final products, which you almost submit by the end of semester, you need to make a complete project and do a presentation either in class, or you make a YouTube video and write the final report in a professional format. And you need to just sum up all of your previous work. So in the complete comprehensive report, you include project proposal, introduction, and the new parts that you make for the last delivery. And final grade policies almost. I put the policy here. And probably in the last year they decided to remove A+. I checked with our university again, but if it's not possible, I mean, you still get A. So, and again, I would love all of you get A, but it should be fair. If somebody work hard whole the semester, they get A. But if somebody doesn't, it doesn't fair to give A to everyone. But it doesn't hurt me that all of you get A, and I will be more than happy if it happens. There is some general university rules, like academic honesty, that you just spend your time and read them about accommodation. If you have some health issue or other issues, we have some policies for accommodations. Also, I put the general plan for the coming weeks. I put 15 a plan for the next 15 weeks, but it might change a little bit, depends if there's sudden closure of if a school closed or anyway. But these are the general plan. And most likely I don't change it unless there is some specific events that I have to change. But I let you know in advance. Again, by the end of this week, this syllabus will be updated. I change a little bit. I add like TA information hopefully and change. There's some typos here and there that I fix it later this week. Any questions? I just wait a little bit for you guys if you have any questions. So if there's no question, let me start the lecture. Again, my purpose for today is not teaching you. I still lecture a little bit, but the main teaching starts from Wednesday. And again, please answer to your attendance preference. I mean, if number of the students won't change, probably all of you can attend, but let's see. I mean, I give you the attendance policy by end of tomorrow. Because I need all of you answer it, and I just want to see if the number of students fixed or it will change again. Okay, welcome to Business Analytics 5573, Visual Analytics and Business Intelligence. There is a famous Chinese proverb, I listen, I forget, I see, I may remember, I do, I understand. What I mean, my courses, your most of learning is based on your hands-on experiences, and I care it the most. There is some reading and also I review some concepts, but the most of your learning is by your hands-on experiences. So we have some Chinese students in this class. Do you guys have even heard of this proverb, or it's just a fake Chinese proverb? Is it the famous one or not? I don't get any answer. I'm not sure if it's actually a Chinese proverb, but it just, based on my research, somebody said it's a Chinese proverb. Hopefully it is. But if I make a mistake, please let me know, because I don't know Chinese that much. I should say I almost don't know anything in Chinese, but I know a little bit, but just a little. So one of your friends answered. Okay, one of your friends from China said it's a famous Chinese proverb. Okay, that's good. So again, look at the Dr. Sharda's proverb or quote, which he's the author of the book. Expose means expose yourself to the actual problem, explore, and have experience. Similar to that Chinese proverb. Actually, I mean, today I talk about learning the graduate school with some of your friends in my other class. I'm not sure how many of you in this class or not. It might be repetitive for you guys. But let me tell you how learning works in the graduate level. So in undergraduate, you don't need to do that much of research. People prepare the materials and we give you everything. You just need to listen to them or just read the specific materials that they provide for you, and that's it. In PhD level, I'm just talking about the end, almost nobody teach you anything. You just need to learn by yourself. Your advisor, instructor, I should say advisor, because most of PhD is research. And even in many good companies in industry, the high-tech companies, people show you the gateway or the roadway because of their experiences, and you learn by yourself. You get expertise by your own effort. In master level, is somewhat in middle. Basically, some of your learning comes from what your instructor or advisor provides for you, and some of them is by your own effort. You need to be proactive. I mean, I show some content. For example, I said in the prescriptive part, I teach you how to work with Lingo or Excel solver, but there's a MATLAB And there's much more other tools like I think even probably in Python you can do prescriptive analytics. But anyway, there's so many tools that we don't have enough time to teach in a specific class. But you can just, if you're interested in a certain part, you can do your own research, do your own study, and be expert in that specific field. Again, there's not that much time that I go out of the content for the class. I show you the gateways or roadways, and if you're interested in certain point, you can learn by yourself. Also, I mean, you might think, first I started my master studies a long time ago. I was not a fan of that because I just want everybody to do everything for me. But again, the reason is not that people are lazy, because if people teach you more, they make more money. But so might people even very interested to teach you everything, but you need to take more courses. You need to spend too much time, and maybe they are not very useful materials, because even if you go to PhD studies or you go to a specific industry, you will be expert in one or two domains, not all the domains. So you need to see which parts are you more interested and do your own study or learning by yourself. And you can always access to your instructor or advisor and get some insights. But again, time is limited and we cannot be expert in everything. In this course, I give you general learning. But again, if for your success, you need to learn how to learn by yourself. Even again, you might go to like good companies like Apple, Amazon, Google. Your colleagues teach you something, but if you want to be very good in those companies, you need to learn how to learn by yourself. Some of you are in the second year of the master, and I know many of you wants to be in the market. Again, my stories might be boring for some of you that have been in my class today, but my brother is a data scientist in Apple. That's a really good company. And he graduated from a really good school, which was top 5 in the whole of the world. But it's not the reason, actually. When he was a graduate student, his first internship was in a really small company. I think it was in Concord, Massachusetts. Then he went to the second company, which was a mid-size. The name is ANSYS. If you have like some experience in civil engineering or mechanical engineering, you might heard of ANSYS. It's a mid-sized company. And because of he got good experiences and good outcome, now he got a job in Apple. If you're lucky or you have connections, maybe you go to big companies right after your graduation. But it's not, it might be for a very small percentage of people, or vast majority of 90% of people, they go through the steps. And in each step, you need to have good performance and prove the people that you are a good expert in your field. Again, for being that situation, you need to learn how to learn by yourself. Learn how to learn by yourself. It could be a quote. Anyway, I hope if you either want to go to PhD studies or industry, you will be very successful. But again, you need to be productive. You need to learn what is the problem, how to solve it. And for solving a certain issue or problem, if you don't have expertise or knowledge, you need to know how to learn that knowledge. Okay, let's go to the next slide. I mean, next slide is about the certain visualization of disease. And like based on the similarity of shape, color, and location, you want to see some problems related to, let's read some of them related to respiration, blood problems, digestive problems. So they use different colors for certain disease and their location. We need to have a large print. In my monitor, it doesn't see very well, but just maximizing your slides and you can see this is a nice visualization. Maybe not the best, but it's a nice visualization for somebody who doesn't have any medical degree. So in this course, I mean, a big part of this course is understand how to present and how to have a good visualization, which we talk later. Okay, let's look at this nice song about data analytics. I try to play it here. Let's see. One question, could you see the video clip that I played for you, or I just saw by myself? Could somebody ask? Okay, let me see chat rooms. Oh, sorry, it was no sound. Oh my God, okay. I'm not sure what was the reason. Sorry, it's a weird thing. Might be the reason, might be you cannot hear what I play, but could you see the video? Okay. I mean, I put the link in your, basically in your lecture note in the PowerPoint. Please play. That's really nice video about data analytics. You know, when you play that video at your home, you can understand that how good presentation brings good feeling about the specific content. So again, you might know your last delivery is the project presentation, either in class or if you don't have time or you're not in the US, you need to make some YouTube videos, just make as best as you can. You bring good impression for the people. And the next video, I'm not sure, hopefully you can hear this time. Let me just play a little bit. If you couldn't hear, I apologize for that. But the next video is about a group of students who present a data analytics project. And you can see how creative they are. If you make that such a video for your final project, most likely you get A in this course. It would be very, very impressive. Even for me, if in your other courses you use that much of creativity, you would definitely impress your instructor. So let me see this time if you can hear the video. I do my best. So you can see the video, right? Could somebody answer if you can see the video? Yes, so let me see if, okay. Let's see what can I do. Can you hear the sound? No. Okay, maybe I can do something else. Just a minute, please. Okay, let's see what can I do. Could you hear something? Okay, okay. So I'm using my tablet for the music, and I mean, you can see the video from the Zoom, so it's kind of weird, but let me just play at the same time. These are students who presented a data analytics project. I'm not sure about the music quality. Let's say. Okay, even in the second one, you couldn't hear the sound? So could somebody answer in the chat room? I want to see if you, let me, could you hear the music? So is there, could some, oh my God, even in the second time you couldn't. Oh, I wish you told me soon. I'm not sure, you know, I used my tablet to play the music for you. And I think some of you just misguided me because first I asked if you could hear and somebody said yes. Then I couldn't see the chat room, but it's okay. I mean, look at here. I used this one to play music for you. I was thinking you can hear. Okay, for next class, I check in advance. Sorry for the technical issue. It might be very weird for you, right? I'm sorry. It was a technical issue that I couldn't expect. Oh, one of your friends is waiting for my permission. So let me see. Okay, could you just a moment? I don't see anyone in the waiting room. Could you ask your friend to just get in again? Okay. It seems one of your friends in the waiting room that I couldn't notice. But yeah, weird things. I didn't see anyone in the waiting room, and I'm not sure why. So it probably one of your friends couldn't get in. Anyway, today we have some weird technical issues. Sorry for that. I mean, it's usually there's no issues. I mean, for some random reason there is a case. But please watch these two videos. The reason I put these two because you can understand how a good presentation, good positive impression for your work. So you can impress people with a good presentation. And it's one of the things that you need to keep in mind, either for this class or your future. I can tell you, when I was very young, I was like 22 or 3. I suddenly got a really good promotion. And I got a management position when I was very young after my undergrad. The reason for that, first of all, I was working in the railroad industry in Iran, and we had a big business with China. They couldn't speak Chinese. We couldn't speak Chinese, and they couldn't speak Persian. So, and I was one of the only guys who could speak English. So it was one positive point. Another one, I was really good in visualization and good presentation. So every day, like other older people wanted to present so many tables, spreadsheets for the top management, and they didn't like it because they didn't have time to read those tables and make decisions. But every day I made a good visualization and visualized every information in a nice map for my top management, and they really loved that because they easily could make good decision with good visualizations. And it's the reason they gave me promotions. That if we promote Hamid, every day we can make better decisions. And he knows English very well, so let him to have a good position and promotion. Again, I can say half part was for my English knowledge, and the second half was I was very good in visualization, and it led my top management to make good decisions, and they promote me very well. In this course, a big portion of your course is about visualization techniques. Please be good at them. They may not look very technical for you, but they're really good and very critical and important skills that you need to learn, especially if you want to head to like non-academic job or industry jobs. If you are easy to work with, people love to work with you. So I think a couple of you are from have a governmental scholarship. I think it's very necessary for you. You need to provide good information for your upper management levels, and you need to help them to make a better decision. Some decision comes from objective measures that you learn in this class, a prescriptive part or predictive part. But a big and important part is how you're good in descriptive part, which is related to visualizations. I think that's enough for today. Today I don't want to teach you too much. I want you to have a good grasp about what I'm going to teach this semester. And sorry, one of you just joined to the class. I was playing a video and I couldn't see that somebody's in the waiting room. But I posted today video on YouTube, so you don't miss anything. And our actual teaching starts from Wednesday, and most likely all of you can attend in-person sessions. But I make decision by the end of tomorrow. I want to see how many of you wants to be in class. Most likely all of you can attend because I'm going to teach in the large class. And please be cautious about your health. I hope we get rid of this weird situation soon. I miss all of the students. I want to see you in person, but healthy and well. Again, is there any questions for today's class, syllabus, the course in general, other things? Okay, I don't see any posted questions. And so if the case, thank you very much. It was for today, and I would love to